turn this into something positive and maybe it'll spread.
He's the most positive person on his job.
Now you're cured.
I feel good.
Good morning, and thank you for joining us for Positively Milwaukee. I'm Carole Meekins. We begin this morning with a call to action. Many healthcare workers and seniors have been separated from their families for weeks. But CAFCO in Grafton is delivering messages of hope and inspiration, but they need our help. Here's CAFCO's president, Jim Kazmarek.
During these challenging times, millions of healthcare workers are putting their own safety and the safety of their families at risk to help ours. Additionally, we think about our senior citizens, our grandfathers, our grandmothers, our moms and our dads who appear to be at a higher risk of having adverse reactions to COVID-19 than the general population. Unfortunately, many of our seniors are restricted from having visitors at this time. With this in mind, there are ways beyond staying at home that we can help. Gather your family, call on friends and neighbors to join in and create cards, letters, and artwork that we can distribute to our healthcare workers and our seniors, showing our appreciation for their heroic work and letting them know they are not alone. Strangers helping strangers is how this country acts in times of crisis, and we are calling on everyone to lend a hand. The messages you create for healthcare workers will be sent to hospitals all over the U.S., and the cards and letters you write to a senior will also be sent to homes all over. Please share this effort with others as we seek to get tens of thousands of these messages into the hands of folks that need our support at this time. As you gather and create these messages, send them to CAFCO, P.O. Box 1170, Grafton, Wisconsin 53024. For more information on this initiative, check out heromailcall.com for more details. Please act now and show your love and support for our healthcare workers and our seniors.
Now, CAFCO metal stamping has a long history of philanthropy in Southeast Wisconsin, and I talked to Jim about why it's so important to give back.
Well, Jim Kazmarek, thank you so much for joining us this morning, because what you are doing is phenomenal. We just watched your video of what you're hoping to do and some of the letters that you've gotten. First of all, tell me, why is this so important for healthcare workers and seniors?
Well, this is the time that we as Americans really can reach out and show others that we care, that we love, that we're thinking about them, especially the seniors who really haven't have an opportunity for their families to necessarily spend time with them like it's like normal. And reaching out to our healthcare professionals, what a better thing at this point in time. They're putting their lives at risk and their families' lives at risk, and they're just as scared and concerned as we all are. And so as we at least reach out to them, tell them we care, we love them, we're thinking about them, encourage them, it's just going to give them a little pep in the step for that day, or a little opportunity to say, yeah, deep breath, but people do care, and I got to get after my work today. So it's just an important time, I think, for people to connect.
Yeah, it's a great idea, and it's something, Jim, that families can actually do together, and it can be a teaching lesson for kids.
No doubt. We at first I was kind of thinking that maybe this should be just children, kind of in like the Kids to Kids toy drive that we do that so many in Milwaukee might know about. But then I'm like, wait a minute, young adults, myself, others, let's write letters to seniors, and moreover, it's actually a good school project, a good opportunity for people to get involved. And you challenge those 12, 14, 16, 18-year-olds that are starting to write letters to write a letter to a person, to a stranger that is lonely. It's really kind of a from Milwaukee with love kind of situation to get back to so many.
It's just a beautiful gesture. You know, Jim, you're known around Milwaukee for a lot of the great things you do for charity, Kids to Kids, and you really spearhead a lot of things and help a lot of people. How did you get that way?
I think maybe when I was in my early 40s, to be truthful to everybody, and that's what I share, I kind of rethought about life in general. And it doesn't matter when you do that. If you're 10 and you start thinking about that, where am I going, or 20 or 70 or 100, it's never too late to kind of rethink about your priorities and what you think is right to do in this world and why you're here. And really all I'm trying to do is be a facilitator, people helping people. And really in times of crisis, right? Think of all of the big things that we've had, the 9/11s, this now COVID-19, and all the different things that we've gone through as a community. You see the greater good of everybody's humanity inside of them, and I'm just feeling like we got to do this every day. You know, every day is a good day to be kind to somebody else and to do something positive for somebody else. We have this cabin fever. I talked about that last night on a prayer group thing that we do. We have this cabin fever inside of us, and we're all kind of like getting antsy with each other, right? And really, it's about regrouping and rethinking about why we're here, and caring for each other and making somebody else's day better actually helps you in your most stressful times when you do something positive for somebody else. And I think that's what this program, this Cards and Letters program, is able to do.
And we put more information about the Hero Mail Call on our Positively Milwaukee Facebook group. Well, sometimes you meet people in unlikely places and discover they have been blessed with a special talent. People like Larry Williams. Many discovered his ability when he signed their Walmart receipts. He wrote messages in such a way that people took to Facebook to praise him. But after I arranged to meet Larry, I discovered there's way more that makes him shine. A smile that lights a room. Eyes that calm your soul. You have a look of peace and serenity that a lot of people don't have. And a talent to be shared.
I believe God blessed me with such a wonderful gift.
45-year-old Larry Williams' passion is art. He learned calligraphy on his own.
I had to teach myself out the yellow pages.
So you taught yourself out of the yellow pages. You would look at pictures in the yellow pages and then copy them?
Right.
So you just you didn't take a class or anything?
No, I taught my own self.
He turns a simple ballpoint pen into a magic marker, literally.
That's what I just did. I just sat there and practiced until I really get it.
Larry works as a cashier. He's known for signing his receipts. Customers take note and take to Facebook. This is no ordinary scribe.
I've got a couple of remarks from customers. They'd be like, "Hey, Mr. Calligraphy Man." I'm not leaving it until you write on my receipt.
When Larry commits to cursive, it's an art form. That was so quick, and it's so perfect.
Yeah.
That is beautiful.
Thank you.
Larry's mom saw his talent early on.
When he was 5 years old, he would be scratching things, on paper.
Larry shares his other passion, wrestling.
Something coming on WWE, I just sit there and paint it and take it down to the wrestling event and have the wrestlers autograph it.
He loves to paint images of wrestling events. Here's the Royal Rumble, a WrestleMania match in Florida. This shattered glass represents a match called Unforgiven. How does it feel to look at them when you're done?
It feels good, and know that I did a good job on creating my paintings.
Larry also paints pictures of holiday seasons and Black history.
It makes me happy.
There's something even more special about Larry Williams. Etched in his spirit, kindness and generosity. A loving son who takes care of his 77-year-old mother.
He makes my day.
Larry's mom, Edith Pavlicek, calls Larry one of the greatest gifts she's ever received. She knows she's raised a blessing.
He doesn't drink. We don't smoke. We don't fuss. We don't fight. And you see that sign up at the door that says, "This is the house of God." And it is the house of God because we don't have no evil or nothing up in here.
Edith gets choked up seeing her son get attention. Larry has a degree in graphic arts from MATC and has not found a job in his chosen field. What does it mean to have Channel 4 here to salute your son?
Oh, it's the greatest thing in the world. I'm happy for him. It's the greatest thing. I want him to be happy in what he do.
I pay her back the same way she raised me up. She raised me up the right way and told me what's right and wrong. And to stay in school, and so I just paid her back by taking good care of her now. She's very smart and intelligent and a very nice mother to have.
Larry Williams, a quiet, gentle artist, capturing the world in his own unique way through stunning artwork, hopeful messages drawn on a canvas of gratitude.
I'm just blessed to be here another day, and I'm thankful.
And we're thankful we got to meet you, Larry. And I do need to mention that I did talk to Larry and his mother before social distancing began. Well, music is giving many people comfort and joy during this time. Local musicians, teachers, and families are taking their songs to social media and getting an overwhelming response. Katie Crowther has a closer look.
Public performances and band rehearsals might be on hold, but the music hasn't stopped. Milwaukee saxophonist Aaron Gardner created the Facebook group Quarantine Jams, where anyone can share a song. It has nearly 1,000 members. Many are well-known local musicians, forced to get even more creative. Teachers, now at home with their own kids, also trying to connect with their students through social media. Entire families getting in on the action.
You're live with Libby. Hello. And Finn. I just had a lot of anxiety and I couldn't settle down. And I know for me, singing and dancing has always been therapy for me. Everything is love.
Holly Habig has been going live on Facebook with her kids.
I thought, I'm sure I'm not the only one feeling this way, and I'm going to sing. I should do a sing-along, and what ended up happening for me is it was such a invigorating experience that I felt like my heart opened up, and then my diaphragm opened up, and then I could actually breathe. So it was just a joyful approach to connecting with people through music.
That connection we're all craving, those precious, unscripted moments and songs.
It brings us from our head more into our heart.
When I think about it, a lot of people are suffering right now. This is going to go on probably for a while, so keep the creativeness and the joyness.
Songs that speak to our lives and remind us that social distance doesn't mean we're alone.
Stay creative, stay positive.
Very good message. And we would love to share your original artwork, music, poetry, whatever it might be. You can share it on our Positively Milwaukee Facebook group, and we'd love to show it on the air. Still ahead on Positively Milwaukee, it's a local graduation with caps and gowns, but no ceremony. And it's the Manitowoc Minute Guy. Comedian Charlie Behrens makes us laugh, all for a good cause. Welcome back to Positively Milwaukee. We feel for the high school seniors who were supposed to graduate this spring. Ceremonies are delayed, but that has not stopped the staff at Menominee Falls High School from celebrating their accomplishments. Here's Ryan Jenkins.
I didn't really think my senior year was going to end like this.
It really hurts to my senior year, you know, I have all my fun classes that are like finally focusing in and getting me ready for college.
A bittersweet celebration for these seniors at Menominee Falls High School.
They're staying in their vehicle. We're maintaining good, proper distancing.
On Friday, wearing masks and gloves, administrators and teachers held a drive-through cap and gown pickup.
We wanted to try to do something for them, bring a little smile on their face.
Because of Wisconsin's extended safer at home order, it's still unclear if seniors will be able to have an official graduation ceremony.
We're still holding out hope that sometime in June we'll be able to have the ceremony for them.
So on this day, it's all about making sure these students feel special. Each student not only receiving their cap and gown, but also this.
All the graduates are getting one of these signs for their yards,
helping them display their accomplishments.
It's very sad for these kids. I mean, they're missing out on, you know, the parties and all the celebration. We're going to do our best, though.
I'm graduating, I'm going to college, and all that matters.
And as they pull away from the high school, these photos of their teachers serve as a reminder that these seniors are not alone.
At least, you know, if nothing else, maybe it'll, you know, bring them a little smile or laughter.
District leaders are actively trying to save some of the celebrations for the class of 2020. They hope to hold a graduation ceremony once it's safe to do so, but a decision on how or if that will happen has yet to be made. In Menominee Falls, Ryan Jenkins, TMJ4 News.
Love those teacher cutouts. Well, it's easy to feel down because so much is canceled, but a good laugh is very important. Our James Groves spoke with Milwaukee comic Charlie Behrens about the healing power of comedy.
Hey, welcome to the Manitowoc Minute, where the news is reliable and the pants are optional. Time to get the old workout in.
Wisconsin native Charlie Behrens' truly Midwestern comedy is helping us get through these challenging times. when you're doing comedy, you're looking for like recognition, you know, things people can relate to, and everybody is in the same situation.
It's the healing power of comedy that makes quarantining seem a little better, even for just a moment.
The broad shelves are empty, but what in the Sam heck is going on?
But he's doing more than just making us laugh.
Once you make people laugh, you can make them listen.
When you buy a Watch Out for Deer t-shirt, we'll donate 100% of the proceeds to providing free meals for students at Milwaukee Public Schools.
He raised $2,000 for MPS and another $1,000 for the Boys and Girls Club.
Welcome to the Quarantine Kitchen. Today we're making Bloody Marys. Put enough Worcestershire sauce to kill a horse. I don't think I'm going to be tasting much vodka anyway. So you use your middle range vodka. Potato vodka.
The vodka I used in that was Luxusola. It was a Polish vodka, but they reached out, they donated $5,000 to children.
His dad actually works at Children's Hospital and showed up in one of his videos in scrubs. Afterwards, fans donated tons of PPE to the hospital too.
And that's just a testament to comedy, and comedy that speaks to like you and your culture.
It's important to laugh. It helps us heal in a different way. In Milwaukee, James.
Absolutely. Charlie Barron's latest video tackles the highly contested debate, is it a casserole or hot dish? You can look for that on his YouTube page called Charlie Barron's. Next, more reasons to smile, including one woman's reaction when a stranger paid for her groceries. And from trick shots to slam dunks, we've got your home highlights. Welcome back. This past month has forced us to be creative and stay active and connected. We've been showcasing some of you in our home highlight segments. Delaney Bry has that.
Even though a day at the office may have taken on a whole new meaning, some of our local youth teams have tried to keep the team bond strong by putting together virtual practices. But many are using the isolation to work on their personal skills, whether that means trick shots, slam dunks in the bedroom, or even teaching birds how to dunk a basketball. Sometimes it can just mean training with your sibling in the driveway, hoping for the upcoming sports season to be a reality. With golf courses closed, we've seen some amazing feats, from the toilet paper challenge to trick shots into a water bottle in the basement. Above all, we've seen your positive spirit. Whether it's a message of encouragement on the sidewalk or creating a makeshift COVID-19 testing spot, keep banging away, everyone. These are unforgettable times, so you may as well find joy in the journey.
Amen, Delaney. Well, aren't those highlights fun to watch? It is now time for our 4 positives, and we're going to start with a grocery store surprise. Eddie and Vicki of Milwaukee went to Pick and Save on 35th Street to get groceries for their neighbor, Miss Anna. Well, Miss Anna's check accidentally tore, so Eddie and Vicki could not pay for her groceries. But that's when a young woman named Ashley offered to pay for them. And here's Miss Anna's response.
You kidding me?
And this lady,
You kidding me?
so here's your toe up check back. Because
No, ma'am.
So your money, you still got your money.
No, ma'am, we not kidding you. Oh, my God.
And
Thank God for Ashley.
Aw, Ashley and those good neighbors. And wherever you are, Ashley, you are an angel on earth. A big thanks to the Lee family for collecting candy for healthcare workers. Xander and Tegan Lee collected the sweet treats, sorted into 600 bags. They donated it to Ascension St. Francis Hospital. Sarah and Norberta were among the grateful recipients. Way to go. A Milwaukee-owned fashion boutique donated 10,000 surgical masks to Milwaukee area hospitals and law enforcement offices. The president of Bouchard's Brands felt it was his moral obligation. Gino Murar says it's just a small token of appreciation for what healthcare workers and officers do for all of us. And take a look at this precious photo. This is Dexter, the miniature horse from Delavan. His owner is Kyle Adams, a hospice worker in St. Croix. Well, Kyle actually took Dexter to 2 different nursing homes in Walworth County, and you can tell by looking at that face, the seniors were delighted. From COVID-19 patients being cheered as they leave the hospital to J.J. Watt delivering the weather, here are even more reasons to smile.
Wisconsin. It is currently snowing sideways.
They're gonna taste that much better today.
I'll be rapping Fox and Socks by Dr. Seuss.
Mister, he said with a sawdusty sneeze, I am the Lorax, I speak for the trees. Fox socks, box knocks, knocks in box and fox. I like them here or there, I do not like them here or there. I would not like them anywhere. I do not like green eggs and...
And thanks to our James Grove for putting that together. I'm going to be back with my quote of the week. My quote of the week comes from Michael Josephson. He's an author and motivational speaker. Josephson said, "Some people brighten a room when they enter it, others when they leave. Attitudes are contagious. Is yours worth catching?" Think about that. Have a good week, everybody. Stay safe and stay positively Milwaukee.